All right. Let's get this thing going. All warmed up. Do a little bit of ab work. Always got to keep the core in line. Let me switch this thing over. Most annoying thing ever is when I'm trying to do stuff and this button on my watch gets pressed. Like, turns off my music or something. All right. Good. Okay. The shoulder mobility today felt really good. I was doing a lot of work on my laptop over the weekend, and man, you gotta say I feel like it locked up. But able to get things moving here today. And feel good. Okay. Okay. Let's get this first one. Ooh. Hit a new weight load this week, which is fantastic. Down to 271. So it's good. It's good. Carb cycling is working. Whew. But I may want to watch it a little bit and add like a medium day into that 3-day stretch I have, maybe. But we'll see. I just don't want to let my metabolism start running away from me, because I'm noticing on that 3rd day there's a pretty dramatic drop. Because over the week it'll be 1.5, 2 pounds, something like that, and then on that 3rd day it's like a pound, and it's like, oh, okay, that's a little too much. So maybe a medium day thrown in there will be good. Okay. Round 2. Ooh, good shit. Good shit. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. It is busy in here today. Whew. But it's Christmas time, so everyone's home for the holidays, so it makes sense. Whew. All right. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Whew. Man, good. Oh, man. Oh, feel really good. Things are coming together really nice, man. But I'm excited, man, because we're getting pretty lean, and we still got like 20 pounds to go. So at least, you know, just with the weight cap. So it's gonna be interesting to see where we land at, right around like the weight cap. Whew. I just hope I don't get any funky stuff with my height, you know. That's the only thing. If they want to overhype me, good, fine. Tell me I'm 6'3". But as long as I get in that 6'2" range, I'm good. Okay. Okay. Good. Ooh, that felt really good. Oh man, gotta love it, man. When you get out of there, you just gotta feel the lats fire up. Oh. T-bar row, chest supported. This is my favorite back machine by far. Oh. We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna work 2 more exercises. We have underhand hammer strength row, and then cable rows. So a lot of rowing today after we fire up the lats in the first one. Okay, let's make sure this feels good. Oh. All right, good, man. Things are firing, man. I love this. This is good. Okay. Let's get it. Oh. There we go. Free it up a bit. Ooh, man. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Coming along. Coming along. Excuse me. Ah. Okay. Ooh, man. How you doing today? Good. It's been a good one so far. Starting off the week strong, man.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Okay. All righty, all righty. Oh, man. This is gonna be a good one. I got a feeling, man, that we're gonna make some good ground on this one today. You know, just like, you know, any other one of us going through this. You know, you just want to keep that strength up as much as you can. Whew. But it helps that today's a high carb day. You know, it does help having, you know, as much more carbs than I would in half my meals today than I would in my entire day tomorrow. So that does help. All right, let's get this going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, man. Okay, so last time, well, I don't want to say last time, but the highest I've done it here is 5 for 8. So we got to at least try to maintain that as long as we can. Because the weeks are going by fast. So I can't believe we're already like 12 weeks out. It's crazy. Oh. All right, last warm up. Just going plate by plate. Get a few reps. Make sure it feels good. And on we go. Okay. Nice, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going for it. We are going to go for it. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Yes. All right, man. Time to show what you got. All right. Come on. Good, powerful reps. One at a time. Oh! Oh! Damn! Oh, I wanted to get to 10. Motherfucker. All right. Good shit. Good job here. Whew. We're gonna just do a back off. Ah, that was really, really good. And then we'll move on to the hammer strength row. Fuck. Man. Another cool thing is the official schedule came out today. So got a full lineup of all the shows for Classic next year. So unfortunately, it looks like Charlotte isn't doing Classic Physique this year. They're just doing men's physique and bikini, which is unfortunate. But because I was eyeballing that one to be another one that I do early in the year. But Detroit may be the first, just maybe the only one I can do in like that, like early March, April time frame. I think there was another one in Utah. I have to look at it again. There's another one in Utah, I think. Yeah. So it'll be good. So, all right, let's do this. Let myself catch my breath a little bit. Whew. Okay. All right, max it out. We're rep maxing. Okay. Oh, I had to force that last one up. Okay. Unfortunately, someone is on the hammer strength underhand row right now, which is fine. We'll do something else. This is another one that I really like. Same type of principle, but I usually like to do a little bit of like a full set with partials as like an intensifier, just to be able to activate my rhomboids and my mid back. I used to do it as like a primer for my back workouts, just to like get that mid back activated. And you'll kind of see what I mean, like where you're keeping your arms lengthened, but you're focusing on the scapular retraction and actually activating those rhomboids and getting that activation throughout that point. So, but yeah, I used to use this as like a primer and a warm up, but we could fucking rock it out today. Okay, so I'm sure you kind of see what I mean. Like after you actually work through it, you do those scapular retractions, and that can be a really, really good way to just kind of get a little primer. And you don't have to use like super crazy weight. Just use weight you can handle. Because it's not even about the load. Like for now, like what I'm doing is like I'm trying to load this weight. But for something of that, like with that principle in mind, you don't have to load up the weight. You just need something that you can activate, get the blood flow in there, get that neuromuscular connection built up, so that when you go do something like a T-bar row or, you know, some sort of rowing motion, you're activating those muscles properly. So, yeah, it's a good one. one more little tip with this is, it's very easy to get caught up in your traps and shrug your shoulders up. I try to, with the way these handles are, and they have like that L grip, I kind of try to think of pushing my pinkies down into the bottom of that grip in that L shape. Here we go. Leave it all out there. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, I got nothing left on that one. Oh my God. Okay, good. The mid back is fried. All right, let's try to finish up with some cable rows, a little bit of biceps. We'll be fine. Good shit. Okay, good and good. All right.
My good sir, I must ask you, are you using this row machine?
I am.
Do you mind if I work in with you?
Yeah, of course. It's not a big deal. All right.
I'm in no rush.
Yeah, no, I'm only doing a few sets, so you'll be fine. Okay. Hey, man. Yes, that's right, man. You better be having a good ass back workout then. Because that's how I'm feeling right now. Okay. All right, Tom. You're up, brother. Whew. Smooth, man. Smooth. Oh, silky smooth. Okay. Wrap it on up. Safety first. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. 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 Mm. 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 Oh. 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 Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Good shit, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, thanks for working in with me. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Don't pop a zit during arm day. I guess during the arm movement. Today was a hell of a day. Feel really good about it. I'm excited to go pose. See how the kit is looking right now. Good. That's right. You're great, man. You're great. One more, come on. Oh, all right. That's all she wrote. Good shit. All right. I'll have to do a little bit of posing. See you there.
Alrighty then. So, welcome back to the home base. Back in the office, ready to break down some of the posing that we have from our posing session. Just to start off, just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, all those celebrating out there. It's Christmas time around here, so naturally, Merry Christmas. So first off, just want to say for the posing here, this first week that we're going to go through this, I'm just going to use some screen grabs from the posing session that I did yesterday. This is what it's from. And we'll just use that for now, just because I want to show you guys the poses just hit properly in the proper stance and everything like that. Just to be completely honest, my posing is still a little fidgety right now, just because I practice my posing a lot more during prep than I do in the off season. So I'm still just getting more comfortable in the poses, so that when you see eventually, I just have a video of my posing just running here as we talk about this. You'll see me be much more statuesque with my posing, rather than fidgeting around and trying to get comfortable in it, just because I'm still kind of working through some of those rough edges. So just bear with me with that. And what we'll do is go through each of the poses one by one, and we'll just kind of break down what I'm seeing and how everything's looking. Secondly, just want to say, when we're looking at this, you will see over the weeks my skin change a lot, just because when I was younger, in my late teens and early 20s, I was a offensive lineman for Edinburgh University. I played college football there, and I was quite a hefty boy back then. At my peak, I was like 307 pounds, something like that. And it did not look good. It didn't look good. So essentially, that's when I started my fitness journey and everything like that. But because of the genetic predisposition I was starting to build for myself, I was my skin just didn't tighten in like the same way as like you see a lot of, a lot of guys out there on social media where it seems like they are shredded year round. And I'm unfortunately just not one of those people. Maybe one day. But I can say that every time I have prepped and gone into an off season, I've been competing seriously for about 5 years now. I have become leaner in the off season each time, because I feel like each time I'm kind of fighting against that, like I said, those genetics I was developing a little bit for myself, and fighting away that adipose tissue that just kind of naturally sits underneath my skin and is ready to just absorb everything. So this honestly has been the leanest I've ever been in the off season. So it's been really good, but just know that as time goes on, you're going to see that hard, grainy, conditioned look come in. It's just going to be closer to the contest, just because I have to work, a little bit harder to get everything really dialed in. And it really is just like the low back and the glutes. Really not even the glutes, because I've been able to get striated glutes on pretty much all my shows, but it's just the low back, because I had some nice love handles on me. But either way, that's just kind of how I am. It's just kind of my body. So let's start to kind of break down some of this stuff here. And so first off, we have our front double bicep. Now, I am very happy actually with how my front double bicep is looking, just because my main feedback, I guess I should start with this. After my last 2 shows in Sarasota and San Antonio, the feedback for me was bring up the hamstrings some more and just grow your entire upper body. So I went to work, and looking at this now, I really, really like the way that my arms, chest, lats, and everything are looking right now, and creating that taper from, shoulders down to the waist. Legs and quads are flaring out really nicely. We're already seeing some striations, some cross striations and feathering in the teardrops of the quads, which is wonderful. And yeah, like I said, like this is, really, really like how my front double is actually looking. As we continue to go in, like my waist is just going to continue to taper down, and that taper is just going to get even more dramatic, which I'm very excited to see. But for me, like the biggest thing I love is that like my arms actually still look like full and good, just because with how tall I am, with me being almost 6'3" and having such long limbs, it's hard to grow arms, man. Like I know it's probably going to be a battle that I'm fighting throughout my career, just to try and get my arms to grow more and to look more proportionate for my physique. But really like how they're looking right now, just because it's, it makes the shot look that much better. So so good. So everything from like I said, arms, chest, lats, shoulders, everything like that, the upper body is really looking better. So let's move on to the side chest. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is I can honestly probably make my hamstring pop a little bit more if I just sit a little bit more on my legs and just sit down a little bit more. And I could probably get my front leg to push up against that back leg a little bit more, and then be able to get the hamstring sweep to come out a little bit more and to just be a little bit more predominant. Going up, I love to see just like a little bit of striations going on throughout the shoulders and like the inner part of the chest and everything. Say that's good, that's all coming in. The obliques and serratus dialed in. You say that's always pretty typical for me in this pose. Um, and it's nice. We're already seeing a little bit of good separation between quad and hamstring to glute tie-in, and oh well, the big thing here is that I've filled in the windows around my arms. So in past years, I've had a little bit of a gap in between, like either my front or back arm. You see, and that's just me needing to fill things out more. So it's nice to see that those windows have closed up and it's the arms have filled in more, the chest and everything is filled in more, so that it takes up more space in the pose, and it's not so gappy. Okay, so this pose is the one I'm honestly most excited about, is my back double. Me personally, I thought that my back double was probably my weakest pose last year, or I guess 2 years ago, when, I guess in relative terms what we're speaking. But what I see here is a lot more density throughout my back, it kind of throughout. So traps, rhomboids, lats, teres major, teres minor. I just see a lot more going on here, and I'm going to be really excited to see how it looks as I get leaner. I can tell my left shoulder is tight just because that left side is not opening up the same way. But, that's just something we'll get addressed with some tissue work and everything as we go. But hamstrings already getting quartered up. That's awesome. And just like I was saying, the glutes and the low back, like that's just like what needs to dial all the way in. Once we get those carved out, we're going to be in such a good spot, man. It's going to be good. Also, my adductors are popping out like crazy, which is good. I think that's going to definitely bring a lot more to that pose and show at least that I've developed the posterior chain a lot more, at least in the hamstrings and the back. So that's going to be a couple big spots that I want to, make sure that I'm highlighting and really nailing when I'm on stage. So really excited about this one. Next, we have the abdominals and thighs. So you can already see the abs are, carving out pretty nicely. Just a little bit left to work for when it comes to like the 8-pack. Say I'm able to get like those last bottom two, so it looks like I have like the 8-pack. And then as I get leaner, you'll see my obliques all the way down to my hips. So it's like my core gets so shredded. Have a lot of good detail in there. So I honestly think my abdominals and thigh is probably my best pose right now, just because of how much detail I can show in my abdominal region, and throughout my legs as well. You can see a little bit better in that one when I'm hitting the vacuum, that some of the cross striations and the separation in the legs and everything, and just being able to pop the lats out more. And that kind of goes more into like shoulder mobility. You've been hearing me probably talk about, mention shoulder mobility a lot during like the workout clips. And it's a big thing, say, do not skip your mobility work, just because it goes into everything when it comes to bodybuilding. So I'm really happy with these poses too. Just being able to hit these very, very nicely. I can't wait to see how much more comes out over the next handful of weeks here. And then when it comes to the classic poses, I'm messing around with a few different classic poses right now. Right now I'm sticking, like, at least one of them is probably just maybe the like the teacup, the one hand on hip, single bicep. When I look here, same thing with the legs. Legs are looking really good. The quads are, flaring out nicely and got some good separation in there. And really, man, again, it's just the chest, shoulders, arms, lats, and everything. I've really put in a lot of work over this time to try and get my upper body to grow, and I think it's really going to show this year. Just because it's, again, you know, as time goes on, my waist is just going to kind of continue to dial in more and more, and these poses are going to look way more dramatic. It's going to be really, really cool. Now, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for my classic pose, or my second classic pose, I should say, just because I like to do more than one when I'm on stage, just because typically the judges will give you more time to hit those poses when you're on stage. So you usually have time to hit a second pose. And honestly, if you can hit 9 different poses during the time they give you, do it. Just because, you know, as many different poses as you can show off while they're doing the mandatories and everything, and different things you can do during your transitions and everything like that, that's only going to highlight more of your physique. And it's, you know, in my eyes, it's only going to do better for you on the scorecard. You know, the more you're able to showcase and present of yourself. So yeah, so I'm still playing around with what I would want my second classic pose to be. And honestly, that also is going to change as we get closer to the show, just because a pose that I may be practicing now could look better as we get closer to the show compared to other shots. So say for instance, I start off and I do like the teacup pose here, and then like a twisting, like 3/4 bicep, like back double bicep, like Arnold, like the classic Arnold pose. But then as I'm getting closer to the show and I'm like, you know, 3 weeks out, and I'm getting really close to like how I'm actually going to be looking on stage, then what if like I'm practicing my front lat spread, and all of a sudden my front lat spread looks super dramatic, looks crazy and everything, just because all the detail that comes out and how tapered my waist is. And then, hey, you know, then let's switch over to that one. So it's just one of those things where you always want to be experimenting with things with your posing, like as you're going along, because you never know what shots could end up looking really good as you get lean, and then you're able to show off more of those dramatic proportions and the detail. So it's just something always to keep in mind as you're preparing for a show. Just kind of keep a few in your head that you can kind of keep going back to and practicing to see how they look. And you never know, you could have something really, really good that is just kind of waiting in the midst for you. All right. So yeah, so that's the breakdown of the poses for this week. Like I said, like over these next couple weeks, like eventually I'll have like just a video going so that you guys can just see me going through all the mandatories and seeing me transition and everything like that, so you can see my body in motion. And then we'll continue to grind it away, man. You know, say each week it should be getting better. We hit a new weight low this week at 270 pounds. We need to get down to 249. So really, I'm not really worried about it. Got about 20 pounds to go, 12 weeks. And the way I see it in my head is, as long as we keep a very steady cadence of about 2 pounds per week, you know, just slowly chipping away, then we should be fine. You know, 12 weeks, 2 pounds per week, that's 24 pounds. I'll be a couple pounds underneath the weight cap. And with how I'm looking right now, another 20 plus pounds off me, I'm going to be inside out, peeled. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I'm just trying not to do anything too fast or too drastically. Just because I still just don't want the metabolism to start running away from me, and for me to start to get into like a catabolic state, and then I start burning off muscle tissue. So we want to stay anabolic, not catabolic. So it's going to be a good ride, man. It's going to be a good ride. So thank you for tuning in again. Say I appreciate you for stopping on by. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know if there's anything in specific that you want to see in the future. I'd love to be able to provide you guys with that. And then we'll see you guys next week for the next update. I'll see you next time.